I'm 25 and I work as a penetration tester in a cybersecurity firm.
Highest amount of money people can make?
1,000?
Are you a millionaire?
No, not yet.
I work in banking as well. People can make 300k a year.
But I guess you are like a millionaire, right? Could you tell us your name, age, and what do you do for a living?
My name is Alex and I'm 33 years old.
Yes.
Come from Sweden and I work as a tech recruiter.
As a tech recruiter?
Yes.
And additionally, what's the highest amount of money people can make annually in this area?
I think you can make a lot of money. I have not made that much money yet, but I think you can for sure earn over $100,000 annually.
Okay. And you say like, but I guess you are like a millionaire, right? Like
I am not a millionaire.
no. And would you suggest like that should young people want to do this job?
Yeah, I think it's fun. So yeah, it's challenging to recruit engineers. It's a very challenging field. So if you're stubborn and if you enjoy sales, I think you have to be a real salesperson if you really want to enjoy the job and makes a little bit of money. Yeah.
But do you need to know any like tech know-how?
Yes, and I think that's the tricky part because a lot of recruiters are not technical.
Yes.
Or know any kind of engineering slang or language. So that's the tricky line to cross to know the tech lingo. Yeah, so that's a little bit tricky. It takes a few years to learn that.
So it's like this as if the product manager doesn't know any like tech stuff and trying to communicate with the engineer.
Yeah, that's the tricky part.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what's the most crucial moment in your financial journey, and what can young people learn from your success? Like
the most crucial moment.
Yes. The turning point.
I don't know if I have a good answer with that. Just stay stubborn and keep going. Don't give up. But I guess that's what everyone says.
Yes, because nowadays we have this like young people saying like they cannot afford like real estate, like housing prices are obviously skyrocketing. Yeah. So like in the United States, people are complaining, like Gen Z is complaining about this.
Yes.
And like, what's your takeaway on? Is the society's fault or is the
that's a tough question. I think you need rich parents to manage to afford something. It's the same situation in Stockholm too, where we come from. It's very difficult to afford any kind of like a decent apartment or housing. I live in a house, but my friends that are in their early 30s have a really hard time finding a house or affording a house for their families. Very tough.
And like it's like their fault or the government's fault?
I would say it's that's a tough question. I would say the government's fault. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, but it is tough. I mean, 40 years ago, you could work as a librarian and afford a house, and you can't do that today. It's just I think we're too many people with very little housing. Mm-hmm. And I would probably say that's probably the government's fault. Yeah.
Okay. But you guys have your own house?
Yeah. She has her own apartment, and I have my own house. Yeah.
And did you just buy it, with no credit and whatsoever?
No, I bought it with credit. Yeah, for sure.
Okay. But was it easy?
For me, it was kind of easy. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. But I had help from my parents, so I was very lucky. And she also had help from her parents. Yeah. So privileged with well set off parents. Yes.
And it's a must for nowadays. Like
yes, I think so. It's not a must for sure, but it helps a lot if the older generation has, which both of our parents really put a lot of effort to make it easier for the next generation. Yes. So I think that's our goal as well for our kids in the future, to have it a little bit easier on the housing market, so we can so we can take care of our apartments and houses for our future generation at least.
So would you guys buy houses for your kids?
Yes.
That's a goal.
Yeah. Give them houses. Okay. Buy them houses. Yeah.
That's very generous.
Yeah, but that's what our parents did. So I think it's more than fair to do the same with our kids.
And next question will be
what are the mistakes that
poor people make in dating and in marriage that rich people don't make?
I think they get divorced. They get many kids, and they get divorced. We're promoting the old school, stick together, Christianity for sure. And don't get divorced. That's a huge plus to don't be a single parent.
But rich people get divorced quite often, like Donald Trump.
But that's another level.
Okay.
Our parents are not divorced.
No. I think it's financially way easier to be two than one.
And in terms of dating, like how do you find the right one if you're rich?
Look for rich parents. No, I'm kidding.
Look for someone with goals.
Look for someone with goals.
Yeah,
Hardworking person.
with Christian values. Right.
Okay. And what do you think? Like, what mistakes do poor people make in dating?
They get divorced and get too many kids. Yeah.
In dating.
In dating.
In dating, yeah, okay. I don't know. Got a good answer?
Oh no.
I'm sorry if this was a shitty interview. I don't know if we were the best rich example. Actually, we might be millionaires, but we don't feel like millionaires because we own our own houses and apartments.
And the last question would be, if you were 20 again, what mistakes would you avoid doing? Or what would you do better?
I would probably study engineering. Instead of, I did social studies, I would probably study something within engineering.
And why? Because you want to become an engineer?
I didn't like the studies. If you enter sociology and like the social science, or not social science, but the sociology program that I studied in Sweden, you come out as a communist, and that's not good.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a problem. I probably prefer doing engineering, some kind of engineer. Go to church more often.
Go to church more often.
Yeah. That's my good advice.
And what words would you give your 20-year-old self if you were to see him again?
Don't have to be that afraid. Don't be lazy. Go to church. Don't screw around. And don't study any social studies. No social studies. Engineering. Yes, engineering for sure.
Oh, no students who are like doing social studies.
I don't skip that. You can like quit to do engineering. Don't listen to the Karl Marx stuff. Don't do it.
So it was a nice interview, and the answer is go to church.
Yes, go to church.
Could you tell us, please, your name, your age, and what you are doing for a living?
My name is Isabel. I'm 25, and I work as a penetration tester in a cyber security firm.
And what the highest amount of money people can make annually in this area?
Let's see. In my country, it's 100. How do I say it in English?
$100,000, I guess.
But a year.
It's fine if you say in a dollar. Like,
So 100.
Can you ask her if she's a millionaire?
are you a millionaire?
No, not yet.
Not yet, but you are going to.
Hopefully.
It's so cool. What are the most crucial moments in your life, financially, journally, and what can young people learn from your success?
I think the most important thing that I can advise to younger people, I'm young myself, yes, but since 16 years old, I started to work and I tried a lot of jobs. I've been in real estate, I've been in high tech, and I tried a lot of things, and that's what I can advise to younger people, to try and to seek for more opportunities and fail, be more patient, fail, and then try again until you find what you really like doing.
It's a good advice. I also try to do something like this. Yes, the next question is what mistakes poor people make in dating and in marriage, which rich people don't do?
I think the best advice I can tell is don't settle for less. Have standards. Try dating, of course. Have high standards for yourself. Love yourself. And then eventually love will come. I don't like dividing it for poor or rich. I don't think I'm rich myself, not rich enough yet. But if you love someone, it doesn't matter their income.
It's a good advice, but do you think that what is it with a marriage? Maybe you saw some problems in our society where poor people do some mistakes in their marriage, maybe they get divorced or why they get...
I can really tell something about that because I'm not married yet. So I don't know if I'll be a good advice and I can give a good advice in that area.
That's fine. And the last question is, if you were 20 again, years ago, what mistakes would you avoid doing and or what would you do better?
I think I would travel more, go around the world, see places and travel, but I feel like it wasn't enough. I never had a degree, so I don't think I regret nothing, honestly, but I think I just would experience more.
Experience more, but you don't get your degree. So can you also recommend it to do more experience and not just studying? Or...
Meet more people, learn different cultures, do courses on the internet, develop yourself, don't stuck in your own room and do nothing. That's what I think is the most important.
So the people should be more patient about themselves and don't just go to become degrees but they should do something by himself. Yeah.
In our society, degree is a must, but I can tell that I succeeded without a degree. And I don't know if patience is the right word, because I don't think I've been patient myself, maybe not patient enough. I try always to harder, do more, and I never feel satisfied about myself in general. Not in a bad way.
Yes, I understand. It was a good interview, actually. Thank you so much.
So could you tell us your name, age, and what do you do for a living?
Yeah, I'm Robin. She's Daria. We are both around 20, and I'm a software engineer and a startup founder.
Wow, a startup founder.
Yeah.
Okay. And where are you from?
I'm from Romania.
You're from Romania.
Yeah.
And can I ask what kind of startup it is?
Yeah, it's a tech startup. We make platforms for vets to connect with pets, or pet owners.
Vets to connect with pets.
Yeah, pet owners. Yeah.
Okay. Is a business fine?
It's at the start. We're just finding investments, stuff like that. It's okay.
Okay, so to those who want to invest in pet business?
Yeah, we're a private investment right now, so we are not open for like anybody to invest.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And you want to tell the audience what your startup name is?
Petnet.
Petnet.
Yeah.
Petnet.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I thought it would be something like crypto.
No,
Like-
no.
Crypto startup.
No, but I work in banking as well. Like I'm a software engineer in a bank.
Okay.
So yeah.
And what's the highest amount of money people can make annually in your business
I don't know, people can make upwards of 200K a year, 300K a year.
as an employee or?
Yeah, even as an employee. Probably you really gotta know your stuff, but you can go upwards of 200, 300K.
So how much can people make in your startup? Like, I see.
In my startup as an employee, I don't know, you would make 50K a year, 60K a year, because we're really at the start. So
Yes. Okay. And would you suggest that young people nowadays, with all the AI booming, like
yeah.
go into this game?
Yeah, sure. The market got saturated a bit in software engineering, but for sure, young people can take this route. And with AI being a pretty good business, you can do whatever you want. Yeah.
So don't you think AI will replace?
No, it's never gonna replace software engineering. It's always gonna help it. It's gonna make life easier for development, but it's not gonna replace it.
Okay. And is your girlfriend also?
No, she's studying law.
She's studying law. Okay. And what's the most crucial moment in your financial journey, and what can young people learn from success? Because
I can't say anything about that because I am at the start of my life. I'm still really young. I'm still learning how to deal with my financial things. So once I get past it and I'll make it out, I'll probably have something to say. But right now, I don't know. I'm struggling myself.
But isn't the company getting like fundings from angel investors?
Yeah, but I'm still at the start. I don't know what to say. It's just you gotta put in the work, I guess, and just really like what you're doing.
And can you tell us like what's the highest funding now you guys are getting from?
I can't disclose that right now.
You can't disclose.
No.
Okay, but like, how much should a normal startup get to be able to survive?
Depends on what product you want to develop. Depends a lot, but probably around 200K. It's a good start for any startup to survive.
200K.
喜欢这个优质的创作者，就赶快去 follow 他哦！你有发现其他更具爆红潜力的影片吗？赶快投稿给达人秀吧！点击下方观看更多有趣内容。